In this video, we will see how we can delete a node from a linked list. So we will take various cases. Suppose we have to delete the first node. So first of all, you know that each node in a doubly linked list consists of three parts. One is the data part. Then it has a pointer to the previous node. Let us call it prev. This is again a node pointer. And a pointer to the next node, let us call it node pointer next. So each node in this linked list will consist of three components or three. So there are three parts to each node. If we want to delete the first node, this is N1, and we want to delete this first node, there are a couple of changes that would be required. One is this, that N2 is going to become the first node. If N2 is the first node, then the previous pointer of N2 should become null. Also, the head pointer should now point to the second node. And lastly, whenever we delete a node, we have to free the space that was allocated to this particular node so that it can be returned to heap. So the space that is being used by N1 has to be freed. So these are the changes that are required. And let us see how we will take care of these changes. So first of all, we have a node pointer PTR which will help us traverse the list. So we have a node pointer PTR which we will initialize to head, and so this pointer PTR is pointing to the first node N1. We will update the head to point to node 2. And where is the address of node 2 available? It is available here, and this is currently PTR arrow next. So head can be updated to head arrow next, or we can also say PTR arrow next. So head will now have the value 150. Head is already pointing to node 2. Now we have to do is change this value. So if head is pointing over here, we can access this value by saying head arrow previous. This we will make equal to null. And finally, we have to free the space being occupied by N1, and so we will simply write free PTR because the address of this node is available in this pointer variable PTR. So free PTR will release this space being used by node N1, and it will be returned back to the heap. The time complexity, as you can see, would be order of 1. It will take constant time to delete a node from the beginning. If we have to delete the last node, then what are the changes that will be required? That means this last node over here, let's call it N3, this has to be deleted. In this case, N2 will become the last node. So this value has to be changed to null. So first of all, we will have to traverse the linked list to reach to this node. And also one thing more that we have to take care is to release the space that is being occupied by node 3. So let's have a struct node pointer PTR which is initialized to head, and we will keep on traversing the linked list till we reach the last node. You can see my videos on traversal of linked list. So finally we reach this last node N3, and we stop when PTR arrow next is equal to null. We go out of the loop. So PTR arrow previous is 150. That means we are talking about node 2. And the next of node 2, that means this value, we will make it equal to null. So that means we have made the required changes in N2, Now we simply have to free the space that is being allocated to node 3. So we write free PTR. This will release the space and give it back to the heap. So this is how we can delete a node from the end. And since the complete linked list will have to be traversed, so the complexity would be order of n if there are n number of nodes in the linked list. Let's see how we can delete a node after a given node value. That means suppose we have to delete a node which is after a value of 25. That means if this is n2, that means n3 is to be deleted. So we will have a node pointer PTR and a node pointer which we call var. So PTR we are going to initialize to head because we want to traverse the linked list, and we will traverse till PTR arrow data is not equal to val. So that means we are reached over here. So now PTR is pointing to node 2. As soon as PTR arrow data equals to val, we are coming out of the loop over here. We are initializing another variable var, which is being initialized to PTR arrow next. PTR arrow next is 130. That means this var variable is going to point to the next node which is being pointed to by n2, by PTR, sorry. And this is the node which is being pointed to by var, which has to be deleted. So what are the changes that are required? This value should now point to the address of node 4, and the previous value of node 4 should point to node 2. Also, the space that is being used by node 3 has to be freed up. So pointer arrow next, that means this value over here will be equal to var arrow next. That means the address of n4, which is currently available in var arrow next. Also var arrow next, that means this node, and the previous of that, that means this value over here will be equal to PTR, because PTR is holding the address of node 2. So we have made changes over here. We have made changes over here also. So node 2 is pointing to node 4 and previous of node 4 is pointing to node 2. Once we have made changes in node 2 and node 4, we simply have to delete the node 3. So though it is not part of the linked list currently, because node 2 is now pointing to node 4 and node 4 is pointing to node 2. So node 3 is, as it is not part of the linked list, but it is still using up the space allocated to it. So we say free var, and this will return the space being allocated by the node n3 back to the heap.